Hi, I'm Bat-Chen Grossman. I'm a marriage coach for God-centered women in business. And the best way that I grew my list last year was by joining bundles. And a bundle is basically a bag of a bunch of different people's freebies, and usually they all have to do with the same theme or the same target audience. And that way, everybody is sharing about it, and the person could say, oh, that looks exciting. It's all the things I need. And they put in their email and get access to a bunch of different things that they can get for free. Well, most bundles were getting me about 10, 20, max 30 people onto my email list. And I thought, this is progress, things are good. But last year, the funnest thing happened. I joined a bundle called the Ultimate Hanukkah Party, which was basically a party bag with all these freebies that, were going to be available for the women to sign up to. And in 1 week, I suddenly got 500 and something subscribers. It blew up my email list. At that point, I only had maybe 700 people on my email list, and I was still on the free plan. And then suddenly I went whoosh. I have to pay for MailerLite and I have to set up new things. And oh my gosh, what's going on? It totally blew up my business. And the coolest thing was that these were really, really high quality leads, unlike other bundles I've been in, where people sort of sign up but don't read your emails and they're overwhelmed by the amount of freebies available and they don't end up doing much with it unless it's exactly what they're looking for. This was actually a bundle where people were reading the emails and they were engaging. And I thought, wow. So this was a crazy, crazy cool thing that happened to me, and it blew my mind. And then when I was speaking to the other contributors, it turns out that they didn't have as good of results as I had. And so I started really looking into, is it the name of what I was offering? Was it that it was the right timing? I wasn't really sure. But then the year after, I offered again in the same bundle a different offering, and I ended up getting about 200 people. Again, a really nice amount of people, not the same as last time. And I think I have an idea of why that is. My thought is that it's the title and the actual freebie, because we weren't allowed to use the same one. I had to come up with a new one that was a little bit more specific and therefore not applicable to everyone. But still, I want to tell you, 200 people from a bundle is really, really exciting. And it put me on the map. Now, the cool thing is that when I look at my stats, I'm looking at the people who joined last year on Hanukkah for the first bundle, and there's still over 350 people who stayed on the list, which just tells me that was a real success. So yeah, let's keep doing it. My advice to you is, whenever somebody offers you to be in a bundle or in a summit or in any way of getting in front of new people, say yes. You never know. Another thing I wanted to tell you is that from those 500 people, I ended up getting something like 5 clients. So I ended up making actual money from this blow up of new people in my world. And that's the goal of the whole thing. So I've been using Liz's email templates and really just showing up in email and selling to these people. And some of them have said that they joined through the link of the bundle, but didn't actually have a chance to watch it. But they ended up working with me anyway, just because of the emails. So if you're thinking, oh, people have no time for bundles, it doesn't matter. If they see something that gets them curious, if they see the title of what you're offering or the title of who you are and they know that's what they need, they sign up for your email list, see that as a win, and go and do it. Enjoy, have fun, And I hope this was helpful. And by the way, for those who are curious, the first freebie that I gave was the Intimacy Masterclass. And that I think is why it was so popular. And the second one, the second year, I gave a training called Get Your Husband on Board. And it is a little bit less interesting, but still super exciting. So, just so to answer some questions.
Oh my gosh. I love, love, love that you said this bundle kind of put you on the map. And I cannot believe that that many people stayed on your email list for a year and you got 5 stinking clients. That is so amazing. Also, thank you so much for saying, you have to keep emailing these people and you've been using the templates that you get as an annual pass holder. Thanks for that shout. I love that you're using the templates and they're helping take these, oh my gosh, I got this in this Hanukkah bundle, to like, okay, I love Bat-Chen and I want more of her. And that's because you're emailing on a regular basis. And I love that the annual pass is helping you. Anyway, if you want more from Bat-Chen, you can go to connectedforreal.com/Liz and get her guide to unravel overwhelm, where you'll finally regain focus and tackle big dreams while managing daily chaos without getting lost in the mental clutter. So definitely get her lead magnet, join her list, and of course, join me inside the Email Sound Booth Facebook group, where we are talking about all these list building strategies, which ones are working for us, which ones we want to try out. And if you're feeling froggy and have time, the 11th, 12th, and 13th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, we are going live over on YouTube. I'm going to put the link in there. I'm going to do giveaways. We're going to do some co-working so we can actually get things done that we're learning here. We're going to implement. I don't want you to just learn. I want you to do. Okay. So that's what the co-working and giveaway stuff is. Also on the 13th, don't forget, we are launching the annual pass. Bat-Chen was, talking about how she uses the templates as an annual pass holder. You're going to be able to get those too, $108 on Thursday the 13th. Can't wait. See you in the next episode.